Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the first of the Hyperspace reaction videos. I've kind of been teasing this in some of my other videos and in the comments. This idea of the series is kind of, I watch different pieces of media that are interesting or I'm passionate about. Ideally, while in hyperspace. If you're in the know, you're in the know. And we give our takes, we give our opinions, and we try to have an actual discourse around the subject. For reference, this video is fair use. We will be transforming the content. If there's any issue with copyright ID, that can be edited out, but I'm hoping that we won't have any problems with this because, again, this follows fair use. YouTube, don't come after me. For the first series, we're going to be watching the Amazing Digital Circus. This is a show that I've seen the first 3 episodes on and find it very compelling and an interesting subject, especially when paired with the ideas of hyperspace. And alongside me today, I have one of my newest acquaintances, so I'll pass it over to him for a nice introduction. Go ahead.
Hey guys, my name's RoyalBaker. You can refer to me as RoyalBaker, or you can just call me Jay. I'm just here to kind of see what this is like. He had kind of disclosed to me what the Amazing Digital Circus is, well, what the take is going to be for it anyways, and how it's relevant to Hell of a Boss in Has-Been Hotel, and I like both of those content, so I'm going to try something new.
All right, perfect. Yeah, as he said, I was inspired to watch this because a lot of people recommended it after completing the available Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss episodes. It's got a lot of the similar themes. The audience is very similar. So we're going to give it a shot. The newest episode, number 4, has released just a couple days ago. So when we get to it, we'll get to it and see how that turns out. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So for reference, this series is by the YouTube channel Glitch and is produced by Gooseworks and the Glitch team. If you've not seen this series already, I highly recommend you first watch it from this channel. Make sure you give them your attention, you give them the watch, do what you got to do to make sure you support them. I'll be linking them in the description. Big shout out to them. I very much like the first 3 episodes, and here we'll get into it.
Welcome to the Amazing Digital Circus! My name is Kane. I'm your ringmaster, and I'm here to show you the most jaw-dropping, heart-stopping, mind-bending paraphernalia you've ever laid your eyes upon! Isn't that right, Bubble?
That's right, Kane. I can't wait to see what you've got cooking up for today.
Well, let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the show!
Jingle and Super and Peanut too. Raga, the ducks and their house more real. Day after day after day after day after day we fly. Past the moon and the sun and we don't know why.
So my first thought immediately, and I thought this the first time watching it as well, animation quality is top notch. Shit slaps.
Absolutely.
It is very, very well done for being, to my understanding, a completely independent team. Obviously, this intro is kind of, a parody that'll become more relevant as the show continues. But wow, amazing quality for the visuals. Audio already sounds pretty nice. Definitely looking forward to more. You have anything to say, Jay?
Honestly, one, where's the clown, and bring him back, because I want the clown. You don't tease me with Mr. Clown now.
Worry not, Mr. Clown will be discussed.
All right.
Kane, is this one of your NPCs or is this a new sucker? Because if it's a new character, we're gonna have to redo this whole theme song.
I'm not doing that again.
My! It appears a new human has entered this realm!
How do I take this headset off?
Just keep grabbing at it. That works for all of us.
Okay, so this isn't like... For one, that's an excellent pause screen. Very much a fan of the choice to pause here. So the immediate implication is like you kind of saw with that plant. This is kind of like Gmod inspired, where we got like some no clipping. That's very interesting. I've not seen any show kind of implement it in that way. And the character on screen mentions a headset. So this is kind of like a Sword Art Online kind of situation.
So like she's kind of, and I don't want to say it like, yeah, it is like an isekai-ish.
That yeah, I mean kind of yeah.
Somewhere else. Okay.
This
So
I would
she's
say this
somewhere else,
qualifies as an
and we don't
isekai
really
to
know.
me. Yeah.
Okay, but
What's going on? I put on some weird headset and now I'm here. Who are you people? Why can't I take it off? Where am I?
Let's just try to calm down. Everything's gonna be okay, new stuff. We've all been through this. You just need to get your head
What the is going on? What?
No, my dear. We can't have any of that foul.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can we just like please mention how I want to say the ragdoll was just like, all right, listen, you're about to be traumatized. Get over it. I don't have time for it. Get over it now.
It suggests a level of like complacency with the situation to where she's like, yeah, we've been through this shit. Let's move on. Yeah, I was getting in the chat. I have no mouth and I must scream vibes. 1,000,000%. That's the vibe that you get instantaneously. Excellent comparison.
Yep.
And again, like this character with the chattering teeth, nightmare fuel.
Right.
Nightmare fuel.
Oh,
he has a
absolutely.
mouth, but he still makes me want to scream. Ugh.
Oh, so that's just his head. not
That's
his
his
actual
head.
mouth.
Yeah, that's
Got it.
how he do. He just do be like that.
All right. Nice choice. Nice choice, bud.
Language around here. The Amazing Digital Circus is a place to be enjoyed by all ages. You, my friend, stumbled into an incredible world of wonders where anything can happen. Except for swearing.
Oh my god. Well, how do I, leave?
Well, don't freak out about it or anything, but we don't exactly.
You can't.
What? Shut up, Jax. But yeah, he's right. Welcome to your new home. And your
Yeah, so peak isekai content. You can't.
You can't leave. It's like, cool, you're traumatized forever. You get to be in this world without any choice, preferably, and you can never go home. Huh?
And then again, there's that nonchalance about like, yeah, it's just like that. You'll get used to it. Nightmare fuel.
Oh my
True
God.
nightmare fuel.
Oh my god.
A new home? What do you mean?
guys, don't be mean.
We've been stuck here for years. Old Kinger over there's supposedly been here the longest.
Did someone say something about an insect collection?
That's why he's crazy.
Oh, okay, now I get it. This is a dream, and I should just play along until I wake up, right?
Peak cope. Peak cope. It's the classic isekai response. Oh, it's a dream. It's fine. If
you
only.
You can just see like the discontent in her emotions just from the change of her eyes, and then she's like, back to delusion, candy eyes. I love this.
Whatever you say, kid.
They broke my comedy mask.
So, Kane, we having a new adventure today for the newbie or what?
I'd like to give our brand new member a tour of the circus grounds first. Off we go! Here we have the tent. This is where your living quarters are, as well as all sorts of other activities. These activities will include
Oh wow.
ball pits,
Okay, if you say so. Well, at least there's the ball pit. I see we got kind of like a DashCon situation. We can fall back to the ball pit if we have to.
Yeah.
Plato's allegory of the cave, but it's clown hell. Yeah, that. Yes.
Oh.
That is a cursed.
Oh.
deeply cursed comparison, but yes, that is what that is.
Mini golf and
Okay.
more. And here we have the grounds. Drown yourself in the digital lake or engage in ridery at the digital carnival. Night, day, it's all okay. The choice is yours. A cosmic buffet.
Is that all there is?
Of course not. This is the void. We don't venture out into the void. Not even I know what's out there.
Pause.
We stay right.
Right, so that suggests that while he is the ringmaster, he's not in control. That's immediately a very interesting theme to set up.
Terrifying at the same time, because it seems more like he's afraid that he doesn't know what's out there. So
Yeah,
he'd rather
there's
not
certainly
risk it.
a concern about it. It almost... So, like... My leading theory at this point is, like, do we know that he is, in fact, in charge? Because all of the other people, in quotations, they got weird anatomy about them. This is a game. There is weird physics. Is this guy actually a ringleader, or is he just some dude who's pretending to be the ringleader?
I want to go with
Where
maybe
I can
option
keep
2.
my hundreds of all-seeing eyes on you.
Hello, Kane. I love you.
Get out of here before the moon gets frisky.
Wait,
Ooh.
what's that?
Whoa, clean up on aisle U.
I'm on it, boss. Ow.
Oh.
Why are you like this?
This is a deeply haunted freeze frame. Hey, I mean, it's somebody's fetish.
Yo, wait, no fetish with you. Not that.
Right,
Oh,
so that
Lord.
was an exit. Well, that said it was an exit. That could just be bullshit, too.
Wait. Was that an exit door I saw out there? Is that a way to leave?
What exit? If there was a way to leave, I'm pretty sure we'd have all left by now.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I assure
Maybe
you,
it's his
there is
fetish.
No magical exit door. You're probably just experiencing
Yeah, he
digital
could have sat there watching it the
hallucinations.
entire time, so
Your
maybe he
mind's
was turned
transitioned
on.
to the digital plane.
I swear I saw it.
Digital hallucinations.
Right, so this kind of goes more towards my theory. There's like a deep insecurity about this dude immediately. Bad vibes immediately.
Is it that he doesn't want to be alone, or that
Yeah, that, I mean,
He
fuck,
will-
that's an interesting, like, we're digging deep really early on. We're like, what, 5 minutes in, and we're like psychoanalyzing? Yeah, maybe.
like just to hear it's like all those characters in some way are just fucked, and not just the fact that they can never be who they truly were prior to this moment, but they can never leave and they have to be there to comfort him.
That's interesting. Let's hold on to that idea. That's interesting.
How about we talk about something else? Like your name.
My name? My name is, oh god! Why can't I remember my name?
Nobody can remember their name once they enter the digital circus. One of the few things I don't have control over are your minds. So all I can help you with is coming up with a new one.
What's my name?
Don't you worry your little head. Your new name can be anything. Hereby acknowledging that your chosen name and your names may not breach the digital circus user license agreement, stating that your name may not include objectionable content. Objectionable content includes but is not limited to sexually explicit materials, obscene, defamatory, libelous, slanderous, violent, and/or unlawful content.
My man's just going over the Twitch TOS.
All right.
Sure sounds
Looked
like
he
it.
swallowed a couple. In order for him to even say this, it looks like he swallowed 2 Ambien. Just be like, let's get through this entire thing without struggling at all.
I feel like he would have passed out at that point, but he doesn't really look like he has an esophagus to be able to digest, so...
Profanity. What are you thinking?
I don't care, just pick anything.
Let's see. What do you think of...
I don't...
You're right, terrible.
Huh?
Let's try that again. What do you think of Pomni?
Sure. I think I just...
Gadzooks, you're right, Jax. We should have a brand new adventure for our new member, Pomni.
Isn't that like
adventure, activity, wonder, danger, horror, pain, suffering, ending, death, disease, death, angel food cake. Ow! You parasites!
I don't.
Since you're new around here, we're gonna make it a simple
Did he kill the
in-house
button?
adventure to warm you up to how things work around here.
What? No, God. I don't want an in-house adventure.
Don't worry, Zubul. I'll make it something unobtrusive that you can still choose to not get involved with. Today's adventure is... Gather the gloinks! That
So again, now we're kind of getting more into that idea of like he doesn't want to be alone, so now he's like making adventures for people to go on. How he's able to do this again is unclear at this stage.
Okay, and then I'm going to say one more thing. So, how I forget exactly how you pronounce her name or what her name was.
Pomni?
to begin with. Omni? No,
Pomni.
not the clown.
Oh.
The like weird collection of like odd shapes. And
Oh, fuck.
things.
It's right on the tip of my tongue. She'll show up again.
Because, and I remember, and I quote, he said, "We'll make something pretty." I can't even recall the word, but it was just supposed to be unique as she is. So
Oh, I see.
Here's
Okay.
kind of going along this thought process. He may not have the control of the world itself, but I feel like he has the control of who he brings in and
Interesting.
what they become.
Okay. We'll hold on to that thought.
So-
We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
That's right! The entire circus tent will be infested with gloinks! And you gotta catch them all!
But what are they?
I'm glad you asked, Bubble! They're
And
small...
what do they do?
They...
How do they?
Gloinks are small, mischievous
He
critters
is
that steal
deceased.
anything and everything they run into. Why do these humanoid hash browns do this? How do you stop them? That's for you to find out! Now, good luck, and have fun, my little superstars!
Okay, so something I immediately kind of like pick up on as far as the animation. Whatever software they're using to do the animation seems to allow them to pretty seamlessly like make the things look like the Gmod, like, you know, textures clipping through each other. So it seems like that's like a very clever use of the software to be able to actually make it seem like it is in an in-engine game. So kudos to them for that idea, assuming my assumption of how it works is correct. I mean, if they had to manually edit, like manually make it look that way, that seems very challenging.
Time consuming.
Yeah, I mean, it could get done, but like,
but
if they're using some sort of software where they're able to like, you know, CGI style have the different assets inside of it and then rotate them, that would give it that video game appearance very precisely in a way that is not only easy but convincing. So good on them if that's the case.
True.
What did any of that mean?
Oh, that's just one of Kane's little adventures. They're just something fun to do to, you know, prevent us from going insane.
Okay, so that statement comboed with something a chatter said. Chatter said, the question I keep coming back to is, who or what is the digital circus for? Because they clearly have rules like some kid show. Yeah, is there an audience? I mean, there seems to be a system in place for it. But then again, this character also says that, like, oh, it's just to, you know, prevent us from going insane. Which is it? Is it both? Are either true? Is this just some sort of, like, cope, or is this like a Truman Show situation?
What I was kind of thinking was, in the aspect of, I'm gonna compare it to Harold and the Purple Crayon kind of thing, where this kid dreamt up his whole entire imaginary world, and the person with the teeth and everything has to bring in physical people in order for the kid to be entertained at some point.
Oh, okay. I think I know what
And
you're talking about.
This is them somehow, right, like him just kind of this is them hoping that this is going to be their new reality for the rest of their lives.
Interesting.
Or hell, if they even may die.
All right, so we got a lot of running theories going. we got to make sure we pay attention to them. We'll see if that pans out.
Speak
Alright,
for
give it to me.
yourself. If anyone needs me, then off.
Oh no, they killed Zubul.
Somebody come get their
Anyway,
Coco
you guys
Melon
want to go get something to
characters.
eat?
Oh, wait! We should go check on Kaufmo. I'm pretty sure he'd like to meet Pomni.
So, I mean, she just got wrecked, but they treated it as though, like, it's a Tuesday. So is there death?
I'll be back.
Yeah, is there death? Is there physical harm in some way? Like, what is...
I'm gonna say no, because that bubble has come back twice now, so...
Yeah, but the thing is, at the beginning, Kane, the teeth guy, and the interaction with Jax, the, like, rabbit guy, Jax asked whether or not Pomni was an NPC. So clearly there are player characters and non-player characters. So is the bubble an NPC or not? Because these like shape things, they appear to be NPCs. They were just kind of summoned out of nowhere. So then what is the actual logistical distinction between the two? Because they are both code in this situation.
True. But I don't think that character that got taken away, I don't think she could be harmed anyway, because a lot of her parts are capable of coming apart.
Right, but she did seem quite distressed. So that suggests that there is pain, but the consequences of pain are unclear at this point.
Okay.
My impenetrable fortress!
You want to come with us to check on Kaufmo?
No, not really. I think Kaufmo's gone insane. Last time I spoke with him, I was rambling endlessly about some exit. Kind of like you, Pomni. You might be going insane too.
But wait, wouldn't that more likely mean the exit does exist?
Could also mean you just have a jump start and losing your mind.
What about Zubul? Well, I think I'd like to ask him about it, if this was real, which it isn't, because it's a dream.
She still thinks this is a dream.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm fine with doing whatever, as long as I get to see funny things happen to people. Okay, I've already had enough of these things. You, me, and Pomni will go check on Kaufmo, which leaves Crybaby and Hoo-Ha together to go handle the Zubul situation.
Do you think...
Right, so if he split them up, I mean, that does suggest this was a threat. That Zubul's got shattered into a million pieces.
Yeah, Zubul may not be coming back the rest of this episode. I get that weird feeling. Or they're gonna pop back up at the very last second before the episode ends.
Sure. Well, yeah, now it's... Zubul's has become kind of like a MacGuffin, like the item to find. That's funny.
Pairing them up together is a good idea?
Of course I do. They're the two most mentally stable and capable characters to be paired together. Come on, ladies. Let's go harass the clown.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the clown! You're gonna get to see the clown.
Clown. You're still upset about that?
Gangle, you startled me.
So, this is where we all live. Or, well, where we all sleep at night. Even though we don't really need to sleep, it's sometimes nice to kind of take a break from everything and have a bit of a routine, I'm sure there'll be one for... Oh, look. You already got one.
Already looks sad.
I still don't understand. About the adventures, why even go on them at all? Why not try to find a way to
Why he got an
leave?
X?
Well, we usually do when we first arrive, but after a while you start to realize...
Okay, so that does again go to that complacency idea that, like, they begin very desperate to leave and then they get, like, broken. Their spirit is broken and then they just do these whatever the fuck adventures are.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know that there are a fuckload of doors that don't seem to have a corresponding character?
Right, but the chess piece had two doors. One where it was an X crossed out, and then one where he was just normal.
Interesting.
So, I wonder.
I do recall that.
Keep going.
You really can't leave, and constantly chasing an unattainable goal will start driving you a bit crazy. And eventually you get to asking what the point of anything is, and you completely lose sight of who you are and why you're even alive, and when you reach your breaking point, something really terrible can happen.
So she seems very stable. But then again, like, oh yeah, me too, sis. Ain't that just life, though? Ain't that just everything, though? fuck. This is like Inception levels of existential dread. I can respect it.
No.
Yeah, and like look at the background pictures, right? Like I'm only like a decent bit into come up, and like that whatever that fuck is next to her to the left, like this is making me trip balls. What is this? Oof.
Wow. It feels like it's moving a little bit.
But that's not something we need to deal with today. Above anything else, the adventures give us something to do that keeps our minds healthy and stimulated.
Thank goodness this is all a dream, right, Pomni?
The dread is
Why are we here again? What are we doing?
We're getting one of our friends. Huh.
wow.
Maybe he's not in his room? I hope he's alright.
Don't worry, Dollface. I've got a key to his room.
Wait, why? You shouldn't have keys to anyone's room.
Nah, I've got keys everywhere, and you've all been fine. By the way, I may have left something in your room today, so let me know if you find it.
Okay, so this guy's a terrorist. I see what the dynamic is.
Definitely.
Doll Lady is the centerpiece of the group, but is actually secretly completely losing her shit. And then this guy's just a terrorist. I'm here for it.
You're not afraid of centipedes, are you?
Jax!
What?
That's literally my only fear. Why would you do this?
What? It could be a completely unrelated question. You'll never know until it's too late.
So terrorism.
Oh, wow. Oh my.
Oh, I've been looking for this. Thanks for keeping an eye on it, Coffee. I'm gonna head out. See ya.
Oh, Cosmo's been obstructed. That's okay.
What is that?
I mean, I'm sure he's fine. I mean, he's an atypical clown, mind you, but you know, I could go for some Eldritch Abomination clowns. Sometimes you just need a mood for that kind of experience.
But it was the way that she said obstructed, as in, was it his psyche that got broken completely, or was it?
Well, she did say when you lose your shit, something interesting happens, and I would classify this as pretty fucking interesting.
Right. But what part of that is you? Is that the portion of you that came into this world, or is that your soul just being like, let me break out of here real quick?
Yeah, maybe it's something like, if we're working from like a dualist perspective, maybe there's like the body in the game and the mind. And if the two become too disconnected where they can't meld right, fucking that happens.
Oh yeah.
That's me
Okay.
for real.
I can see that.
It might be that terrible thing I was talking about earlier. When
Oh,
you
yeah,
reach your
okay.
breaking point. Okay, wait. Maybe there's still time to fix him before we get Kane. Whoa, Cosmo! Listen, I know we didn't always get along, like when you called me out for fake laughing at your jokes. I swear I really did think they were funny. I was just having a bit of a bad day.
Oh damn. Oh damn.
Ooh.
Hey, Pommy.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think they can die.
Agreed, but can they also is the obstruction, like, can that shit be passed on? Because is that just
is this infectious? Interesting. Like, is him being fucked up making her get fucked up by like simply being in contact?
Right.
I mean, interesting. Like, if you think from like a psychological perspective, yeah, mass hysteria. If there's like a large group of people losing their shit, you tend to lose your shit. Is this like the digital version of that? That's fascinating. That may be way overthinking it though.
Holy shit.
Help me out here. I understand you don't want to.
Oh, so it's infectious.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's infectious.
Bye, bitch.
Just leave her there. And I love how he's just leaving her there, like, nah, you next. Oh wow. Ooh. Don't feel bad now. You left her before.
Yeah, well, at least the threat is
Ha!
gone now.
I don't know what I'm looking at here.
We saw Gloink carry one of Zubal's pieces down there, remember?
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the recap. Boy, we're not very good at this, are we?
Don't like how his eyeballs just constantly look strange.
They just kind of there.
Fellas.
Jax! We found the Zubal hole.
Cool.
How is Kaufmo doing? I hope he's not still mad at me for not laughing at his jokes.
Oh, he's doing great.
Damn.
In fact, I don't think I've ever seen him this happy before.
Well, it's good to know he hasn't completely lost his mind.
He
Yeah.
actually asked me to give you this.
Whoa!
Oh,
It's nice to know he's this chaos incarnate.
okay, so like his behavior suggests that all of this weird antics is like somewhat automated. Right, like he didn't will that to happen. The game responded to the behavior. So it's like the game has its own mind of its own to operate within and can influence the world. Mostly in shitposts, but still. The world is its own entity.
Right.
Well, unless Kane is doing this and he's just doing it from afar and like pretending to not be there.
Maybe, but I'm also still kind of thinking this is the basis of his character. Just be erratic and break the fourth wall at every turn.
Yeah, it's one of those like how seriously do we take fourth wall breaks in a show that is very it just is a fourth wall break. You know, what is diegetic and what isn't.
Oh wow.
Insect
Thanks, I hate it.
collection?
I think it's a nest.
Hello?
I'm sorry.
Ragatha?
Pause. So the not Zubals, the what the hell are those things called? The shape things. They're the spawn of that slug thing.
You know, slugs just casually
Alright.
spawn geometry. You know, it's common knowledge.
Apparently. No, you
Was
can
your
play.
name right?
Sorry.
I'm sure she's fine.
Hey,
Yeah, because that looks
Look.
fine.
I didn't mean to leave you behind like that. I just look at my hand. I didn't know what to do.
It's okay. What you need to do right now is find Kane. He'll be able to fix me up and take care of Kaufmo.
Okay, but
Okay, so she thinks that Kane is not watching. So then that does suggest that the world has a mind of its own to be able to interact with the players that way.
Okay.
That or Kane's just okay with them dying, which doesn't... If they die, then he doesn't get the people to play the games, and it doesn't... I don't feel like it makes sense for him to want them to die at this stage. He's not demonstrated malice at this point.
where can I find him?
I don't really know. Just look around and call for him, I suppose.
Okay, I'll get him. You just stay right there. Not that you can really move or anything. Just hang in there. I'll be right back. I promise.
Cool. Also, Pommy, I'm sorry your first day here had to be so terrible.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go get Kane now. Hello? Kane? We have a bit of an issue here!
Well, this is ominous. This gives off like huge liminal spaces vibes. This is cursed.
Love it.
Yeah, it's one of those like it's both really uncomfortable, but I really like it. I don't know how I feel about it. It's weird.
It feels like I can get trapped in it like an SCP and never, but at the same time, just like I'll never be able to map it out because if you turn left, it'll never be the same again, is what it feels like. Holy crap. Ah. Oh, wow.
Okay, so that looked like the guy that was on one of those doors, remember? Is
Oh
he
my
a
God,
is he a
I thought that
player
was-
or like what the fuck was that? What was that? What the fuck was that?
I thought, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it like this. I thought that that was just a blank. Like that was like one of the like the baseline characters from when another one comes in, and then Kane can just design that how that person's supposed to come out or look like. That's
Oh,
what
that
I was
is just-
assuming all those doors were. 'Cause he
All right,
doesn't
thank
have
you
a
to
face.
Chatter. Yes, going frame by frame is indeed a very entertaining way to go about it. Right, so that is definitely the same character that had that door picture.
Yeah,
So,
but there were so many of them though. That's
and
what
a lot of them were
I'm like,
crossed out.
Yeah, that's what I'm just like. Those are blanks, or maybe those are the NPCs.
Look, all I'm saying is if you make a face that flies at someone and screams at them and on first contact, I don't think you earned a door.
True. Maybe that's the one that got rejected. What's up, Pascal?
What form of non-Gloin mass dares presume presence in the nest of the Gloin Queen?
Oh, is that who you are? You know, you could have asked for my consent before forcing me to see something so completely and utterly disgusting.
Yeah, same. Yes, please.
Honestly,
I could not agree more. Fuck.
How despicable! A rabbitoid that runs its mouth in the presence of my royal figure!
Well, as a royal myself, I would like to kindly ask if... Oh, look, there's Zubul. Hi, Zubul.
Help me, you idiots!
Kinda rude, Zubul. Now I don't want to help you.
No, I always lose.
Yes!
Wait, so he gets to cut? Okay, so like it looked like it looks like they were doing rock paper scissors of who would not have to deal with it, and then he wins and he's like, fuck it, we're gonna ball, like I'm game. I respect it. I respect his chaos hustle.
Oh,
Well, he's not doing a good job.
Killer, you mother...
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Oh.
Gotta hide.
I guess that is the first time she fully saw herself. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Because, like, there was the door picture, but, like, all of the door pictures looked ridiculous. Interesting.
Ah, monkey of a barrel.
God, where's Kane?
Oh.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It ain't worth it, girl.
Oh, so this truly is the back rooms now. All right.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. That's what you mean.
You foolish assortment of colorful characters! Do you not realize that everything must be gloinks? I am gloinks. You will be gloinks. God will be gloinks.
This is dumb and weird.
Well,
That's all that reminded me
and
of.
yet you're still watching it.
I'm not here for the adventure or anything. I'm just here to hide from the...
Oh, thank God you're okay. You didn't experience a game show in there, did you?
What are you talking about?
What is that a reference to? Is that a reference? Like, what the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Like, he says mostly nonsense, but I feel like that meant something, and that just went right over my head. I don't know what the fuck that was about.
What's happening?
It's just Kaufmo. Don't worry about it.
Kaufmo abstracted?
Nah, he's fine.
You're right! How are we gonna get out of here?
Guys, over there.
Oh.
Ladies first. No, wait, why would I say that?
He is just the resident terrorist. Like, what else explains his behavior? He is the chaos terrorist.
Wait, Pomni's not even here? Wasn't this whole thing for her?
Be quiet. I can't hear the escalator.
So is that meant to represent the spot where she specifically logged in? Like, is that the impression that it's giving? And yet again, another absolutely fantastic freeze frame. I feel like you could pause any frame and there'd be something wacky happening. The void. This is totally me when I'm on 4 packs of road trip gummies, or the equivalent of like 15 dried grams. This is me for real, for real. I've seen some shit.
I want to be on that level. Fuck.
I'm not sure if you're ready for that level.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
You
My
see
psyche
some
would
shit
snap.
on this level. I promise you. I took a lot today, but I did not take this level amount. But I can certainly feel it. I'm starting to slip into the void myself.
Oh, yeah. I can understand.
What's up?
I said I can understand.
Oh, yeah.
See? See? Look, it's all blanks.
You always
That's
know
creepy.
How to make me say this exact sentence. Gasp! Alert on my wacky watch at this hour? Oh no! Someone's venturing out into the void! They'll get totally spoiled!
Spoiled.
Okay, I think I get what he meant by spoiled. Like,
There you
brain goes
go.
mush.
So he does have some... Again, this gets back to, like, the panopticon idea that I discussed earlier, to where, like, I guess he's capable of observing where everybody is at any moment, but he's not observing them always. Like, he was not paying attention.
No.
Fascinating. Okay, but there are certain boundaries where it gives him an immediate alert. So if he isn't in control of the game to some extent, he clearly has enough operating knowledge to be able to behave as though he were. And then just, like, have a casual lunch with an orb and a bunch of creepy dummy things, mostly for show.
Now what the heck happened around here? Oh yeah, my doing.
Kane! Kaufmo went through a sort of kaufmosis and abstracted!
Kaufmo abstracted? Why didn't anybody tell me?
So clearly he's not informed on that. So while going into the void is considered something that would, like, activate his knowledge, abstracting, which seems like a big fucking deal, isn't.
Right.
So that kind of goes back to what he said before. He can control, or he knows of everything in the world except for what's in people's minds. So that does suggest that the abstraction is almost entirely like a mind over matter kind of thing. And since he doesn't have access to their minds, he doesn't have access to knowing if they've abstracted. Or that the abstraction is infecting other things. Like, everything it touched started to get fucked up. Like a virus of some sort. Free will is a virus. No.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And into the cellar you go.
The what?
Oh.
Man, I can't.
Those were others, right? You saw that too, right?
But he's not getting fixed.
We going back.
He's just...
This is a lot slower than I had hoped it would be. I'm committed at this point. We're going frame by frame.
I assumed that he was gonna fix him.
Come on.
Okay.
Well, I guess throwing something in a pit is kind of a solution for everybody else. Right, so that is at minimum 2 others.
I'm gonna say at least a minimum 4.
So do you remember, way when they were showing the doors, there were a couple doors that were indeed X'd out. Is that them?
It possibly could be. Those are the
Why don't
ones
they
that
fight
have
each other?
shifted.
Do they fight each other, or did they just get tired?
I
This
wonder
pit
if
has
it's
my attention.
Because it doesn't feel like they're separate entities. It feels like, because you see how, like, there's like a little, it looks like there's a bottom part of it, but they all look like they're all uniform. I feel like, what if that's just them molding into each other?
Oh, so you're saying maybe when they enter the pit and no longer have things that they can infect around them, they just become one? That's interesting.
Exactly. Right, but they also have no sense of self, so it would make more sense that they keep merging, hoping to find that form.
Okay, interesting, because when you abstract, like, your sense of self is gone, you've just become this digital entity. That's an interesting theory.
Man, I can't believe Kaufmo just gave up like that. I mean, no offense, Kinger, but I always thought you would be next.
Thank you.
Guess it just goes to show you can't rely on Kinger for anything.
I am in so much pain.
Okay. So he can fix it.
Okay.
But
So
it has
pain
to be
is real,
before.
but he can, like, unfuck them? Okay.
Cool. That's what I needed, like, majority of my lifetime.
I just need I need a teeth person to unfuck me. That's what I need right now in my life the most.
Stop going to therapy. Go find.
2025 goals.
Damn.
I do have to apologize for lying about the exit. I knew how much all of you have been wanting there to be one, but, you know, I was having so much trouble figuring out what to put on the other side and ended up never quite finishing it. And you know how I never like letting people see my unfinished work, especially if it leads you out into the void.
Oh.
Anyway, looks like you defeated the Gloik Queen, so I guess the adventure's over. Your reward is a delicious digital feast cooked by our head bubble chef.
Made with all the love I'm legally allowed to give.
Oh.
I am pretty hungry.
Oh.
You didn't even do anything.
Sir.
So what? I can still be hungry.
Well, not really, because we don't need to eat, drink, or sleep in this digital world. So the digital food here only gives off the virtual sensation of eating without any of the nutritional benefits.
Sheesh, lay off it. Since when are you an expert on the digital world?
Expert on the what?
I don't like how it's just seeing her staring
That is a peak Vietnam like stare. That is a 1,000-yard stare if I've ever seen one.
She's only been here what I assume is a day.
What, like maybe 6 hours? I mean, you think it's even been a day? Fuck.
Probably no concept of time.
Yeah, is there time in a space in which they already acknowledge like sleep is meaningless? It's just kind of to do it. It doesn't have any real purpose.
Exactly, and they don't need to eat because there's no necessary time for sustenance. So where do they get all their energy to continuously?
They just do.
Exist? Jesus.
All right, so that was a really strong opener. Like, that shit goes hard.
I like it.
So this is the second time I've seen the pilot. The first time was like when it released. Like, this was a while ago. What are your thoughts of it being the first time you've seen this? Again, I think this is a very, very strong opener to this kind of series.
I'm sad I didn't get to see my clown, but I'll get over it. My favorite person, I keep forgetting, I cannot remember his name, but it'll come to me at some point. It's the rabbit guy.
Rabbit guy?
Simply because his entire personality and character development is just be chaos.
Yeah, just a pure chaos god.
Don't give me any recognition. Don't tell me that I'm doing good. Fuck you. I'm gonna just be pure chaos.
Yeah.
So I love that absolutely. I love every moment where you could see them just descending further and further into the madness. And the only one that keeps going deeper is Omni, which sucks so bad because the rest of them have just accepted their fate.
Well, we have no idea how long they've been there. I mean, if you've been there for like 10 fucking years, you're going to get kind of used to it. So it's like if there was that much chaos in 6 hours or however long we think this took place. I mean, fuck, that could have been 2 hours. I mean, if you really think about the mathematical logistics of it.
True.
Yeah, like that could have been really quick. That could have even been in real time. I mean, there was not a lot of downtime as far as the scene-to-scene action. So, like, to have that much wacky shit happen in an ungodly short amount of time, you're going to lose your shit or you're going to have... It really is a sink or swim kind of situation. You either get with the program or you abstract and then have whatever the fuck that happens and end up in the pit.
And who's to say that they can't come back from that pit?
Yeah, I mean, it suggests that the power of the game and of the game master is limited. So are they forever stuck in the pit? Can they escape? It has so many strong, interesting points. So like it sets up that classic isekai style. It is very formulaic in that way. You know, like it is a very clear isekai setup, but they still make it very interesting with having all these like kind of ominous philosophical things going on in the background, and they kind of do like all these like mystery box things where they set up all of these ideas that there's a lot that could be said or theorized about them, yet it's still a cohesive narrative. You know what I mean? Like you could tell this narrative start to finish without feeling like it's a fully incomplete piece, but it still has so much that it can set up. Like a really strong pilot for this kind of show. Do you have any?
I'm having a lot of thoughts. So the other things that I was thinking, because for Kane, we're trying to understand exactly what he is.
Yeah.
Because he has the ability to affect their world.
Is he even a player? He could be an NPC. That's not been confirmed yet.
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm thinking he's more along of the line of a moderator.
Okay.
He has access to do every single thing, but he's not in charge. He's only there to change and fix whatever gets messed up.
Okay, I see. So he
yeah.
may be a vessel of the game master, but he himself is just another pawn. He's just the means by which the game master interacts with the world. So indirectly. Okay.
And then I was also going to say you were right. I think you were right about the computer scene where she was constantly running through those offices. Her prior was her probably entering the game or logging into it. I'm assuming it was at work or some form of office.
Ooh, that suggests like an escapism theme.
Exactly.
Interesting. Yeah, like she's at work, life sucks, it's boring, so escape to the Amazing Digital Circus. Maybe the idea is that it's like some sort of computer virus, like some creepypasta style, you know, like you get sucked into the game kind of thing.
Right.
And so you desire this escapism, you want to get out of your mundanity, and then you end up realizing that like, oh, the thing that you were searching for the whole time is now your new prison. I feel like they have to go in that direction. That seems like the obvious direction to go in, and there's so much that could be said and done there. Yeah, so I mean, are you looking forward to the next episodes?
Oh, I'm absolutely looking forward to the next
Yeah.
episode.
So there are 3 more, and they are being constantly updated. So we're in for a treat. So I think this will conclude this episode for today. So once again, make sure that you check out the channel, you check out the original content, give the creators support, because they're doing some pretty good work so far. I'm very excited to see how this develops, and I hope you come by and check out the next reaction for the next episode.